Functions in Python. You can think about function as a block of code which can only run when it is called. Unlike variables in Python that stores a value, functions act like variables, but it doesn't just store values, but rather it stores multiple blocks of codes that can be executed when the function is called. We define a function with a def keyword followed by the function name, and finally a parenthesis, which you can pass in some parameters in between the parentheses. Naming a function. Function must obey the naming syntax, just like variables in Python. A function name must not start with a number, must not include a white space, dash, and some other symbols, but it allows underscore. For example, let's try to define a function right here in my PyCharm. Okay, to define a function, first you need to enter this keyword called def, which simply means define. Okay, after entering def, followed by the function name. Okay, let's just say the function name is hello, followed by parentheses, then close the add a column. So right here, let's just say print hello world. Let's just say we are printing hello world, and as you can see here, there is a white space here. Python uses indentation for its clear syntax. Okay, so this indentation allows this block of code to be accessible by the function. And this indentation is just a 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or you can simply click on tab to get the indentation. Or right here at the in between your code, your function name, just after the function name, you can just click on enter and it will give you the indentation. Okay, so when I run this, let's see, I've run this and it gives me no value and no error. Nothing come up and no error. Let's say maybe outside here, I'm saying print I'm outside. Okay, once I run the program, it prints I'm outside, but hello world isn't executing. Why? Because we have not called the function. Remember, I told you guys, function works when you call the function. Without you calling the function, the block of code will not be executed. Okay, right here I can say hello. Okay, and run the program once more. You can now see hello world, I'm outside. Okay, this block of code executed, then this one follows. Now we can take this thing down. You can take it down right here. Just check over here. We'll get hello world first before I'm outside. Now once we bring this down, I'm outside will print first before the hello. Initially, we define the hello world first before this, and Python moves serially. It first calls the first code, followed by the next, and then continues. But right here, where you place the function name is where the function will be called. So right here, once I run this program, we'll got I'm outside before hello world. Hello world was defined earlier before I'm outside. But because of it was called letter after this, then this has to be printed before this. Alright, so this is how Python works. We can write in some other codes like x is equals to 10 and y is equals to 5. Print x plus 5. Okay, once I call this program, maybe hello, to s plus y, and I run the program, you can now see 15. But once I remove this, I'm no more calling the function and run this, it gives me empty. There's no mistake, but there's no error. Okay. All right, right here, I would like to show you a bit more on how function works. Okay, so right here we have created a variable called fruits, and then we assign some value to it. Orange, banana, and cherry. We assign it to fruits variable. Okay, so right here we use the print statement to print I have learned fruits in store. Okay, hope you're aware that this length, what this does is that it checks the length of the items in the fruit variable, which is this. The len function here just checks the total number. It returns index, the total number of fruits, the number of items in that variable. That is what the len function does. Just like we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 items right here in this list. So the len function will return 3, right? So this is how it works. Remember, after writing the length, you have to include the open and close parentheses. Then it will return the length of the items that was provided here. Now, what happened here is that I used the string. I used the string and passed in the curly bracket right here. Without the string, the curly bracket won't work as it is. Like, let's say I should remove this string. Now, as you can see here, the color has changed to normal string. Once I run this, it will just print out that as a normal string. I have learned fruits in stock. That's what it will just print out. All right. So, but once we include the f string, it will see this as a variable. Sorry, not there. Here. As you can now see, the color has returned. Now, let's run this again and see what it will say. Now I have 3 fruits in stock. All right, I have 3 fruits in stock. By the help of the len fruits returns 3. Okay, so instead of I have len fruits in stock, I have 3 fruits in stock. All right, so that is what the len function does. So right here I just created this to show you guys a bit more on how function works. Then after assigning these values to the fruit variable, and then I printed out the total number of fruits we have in store, then right here we defined a function called my fruits. All right, called my fruits, and then right here we use the while loop. I've taught you guys about while loop. We use the while loop and set the condition to be true, and once the condition is true, this block of code that was dated other while loop will keep on looping. It will keep on looping without stop. So we define a function called my fruits, and then we use the while loop to keep this condition to keep running. Okay, so what is the condition? Right here we said s to be equals to set s as a variable to be equals to an input. So right here, we set an input using f-string again, to pass in some variable. Make your choice. Here we pass in some variable using the curly bracket. Whenever you want to include the curly bracket, you have to include the f-string. If I should remove the f-string, this is Python is just seeing all of this block of code as a string. Okay, so because I want to use this curly bracket, I have to use an f-string. That is for mass string. Okay, now I am using the curly bracket. It's just like when I try to use so it's just like something like this. Okay, that's like plus this or a comma, right? But I'm using an input statement that is not allowed. I can only use the f string. Okay, now I set the value of the user's input and store it on s, And right here I said, sorry, and right here I said if s in fruits, that is the user's input, if it is in fruits, if the user entered any value that is in here, okay, if user's input is in fruits, print yes s in stock. Yes, s in stock. S is a variable that contains the user's input, and if the user's input is one of the values here, print out that and says yes, it is in stock. Now s print no, s is out of stock. S is the same value, it is out of stock. Okay, let us practicalize this. Now for this to function more, we need to call this function. Once I run this program, those functions, the code just ended and nothing happened. Nothing happened. If at all I have another block of code here that says maybe print I'm outside. Once I run the program, as you can see, it's printed I have 3 fruits in store, and after that is printed I'm outside. It's just overlooked this block of code. Okay, this block of code just got executed and this also followed, and it overlooked this block of code because it has not been called. So whenever you define a function, you have to call the function. So right now, let me call the function. You have to call the function by typing the function name my fruits, then open and close bracket right here. Sorry, I'm not going to include this. So my fruits, I have called the function. So right now, once I run this program once more, it says I have 3 fruits in store. Now here it says make your choice, orange, banana, and cherry. Make your choice. That is by the result of this make your choice. As an input, make your choice, then it printed the fruits you have to choose from, which is this orange, banana, and cherry. So it says make your choice. Maybe let me say orange. Once I hit enter, it says yes, orange in stock, which is this. If s in fruits, print yes, orange in stock. If s in fruits, which is if the user's input is in fruits, is here. If the user's input is one of these, just print yes, it is in stock. Okay, it says yes, orange is in stock because of the presence of this s. S is printing out the user's input and the user has entered orange, so it says yes, orange is in stock, right? Or let me say maybe banana, and hit enter. It says yes, banana is in stock. Let me say maybe apple. Apple is not in the list. Okay, once I hit enter, it says no, apple is out of stock. Okay, it still asks me to make your choice because of the while loop. The while loop is set to true, so it will keep on looping and keep on asking you to do one or two things. Okay, let me say cherry. It says yes, cherry is in stock. Let me say mango. It says no, mango is out of stock. It still asks me to make my choice. Now I want to stop this program, but the program keep on looping. There's no how I can stop the program. So we have to write another block of code which will help us to stop the program. Right? So right here we may set the condition we said here to be if s in fruit print this. Let us check the user's input. False, let us turn this to else if. So we use the else to cut off the loop. Okay, there's many ways we can cut off the loop. Like we can say right here, we can just say break. Okay, if the answer is no, just break the program. There are many ways you can do that, but that's not the right appropriate way it should be. So I have 3 fruits in store. Make your choice. Orange, yes, orange is in stock. Let me say maybe apple. No, apple is not in stock, and the program ended. You can see it's no more prompting me to enter anything again. It have ended the program because of the presence of the break. Okay, we can also use quit. Once I run the program, it says make your choice, banana, yes, in stock. Maybe it's something like this. No, this is not, this is out of stock, and it's ended our program. Okay, so we can also choose to end the program this way, maybe else. Let's turn this to be else if, because there won't be two else. Else if s. Else if s not in fruits. Okay, else if s not in fruits, print this, which is what I've been printing, but it was on else before. So right here we say else. Else if s equals equal to q. Quit the program. We say goodbye. All right, what happened here? We said we use the s variable to store the user's input. If the user enter anything about the fruits, say no, say yes, this is in stock. If the user enter something that is not in the fruit variable, just tell us no, this is out of stock. But if the user enters q, small letter q, just quit the program. All right, so once I run this and it says I enter orange, it works. Maybe cherry, it works. Yes, it's in stock. Maybe apple, which is not in stock, I hit it, it says no, apple is not in stock. Maybe it says it's not in stock, make your choice. Maybe now I click on q and hit enter, it says no, q is out of stock. Okay, sorry, we have to take this up. I'm just arranging this. If s in fruits, print yes, s is in fruits. Else if s if, okay, all right. So earlier this block of code was not executed when I press q. It simply tells me that q is out of stock, and which is true, q is out of stock. So the block of code couldn't get done, so we have to raise this up. We have to raise this block of code up and bring this down. Okay, so now I run this program once more. Once I run the program again, I enter orange, it is in stock. I enter apple, it is out of stock, but once I press Q and hit enter, it says goodbye, the code ends. So I'm trying to tell you more. You can do many things about function. You can write in many codes about function. So right here we can say print maybe thanks and welcome. Please enter your name so we can serve you better. So let us take this down. Okay. Now when I run this program, you can see here it says I have 3 fruits in stock. Thanks and welcome. Please enter your name so we can serve you better. Okay, before the block of code was called, what happened here? This block of code was executed and it overlooks this and then come down here and run this block of code then before it finds the function. So all this block of code was executed before the function was called. That is, this block of code here was executed and then this particular block of code was exempted. This block of code was exempted. Okay, but other codes keep on running until this block of code is being called. It was called here. All right, so once it is called, we can now continue with what we are doing. So once you enter your name, it will ask you to then do many other things. Like it says enter your name. I say my name is Francis and I hit enter. It says make your choice. Then I enter orange and hit enter. Make your choice again. Maybe let me just press Q to quit. It says goodbye. Okay, so this is how function works in Python. Next, we will treat on how parameters and arguments works in function. I'll show you guys how you can specify and add a parameter and also an argument on a function, how it works, how you can implement them, and how you can use them. If you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button and follow me for more. Check my description video. By now, I would have made a video. It will be in my description. Okay, thank you guys.